Good morning, everyone. Today is a lovely day to be together. Right now, we are in the fort, which is where I like to take my walks and enjoy nature and the sounds of the birds and the ocean. And I thought it was particularly apt today as we're talking about the power of the universe and the power of our choices. And I wanted to share a story that reminds us of how we are everlasting and that times may change, but that we are still together and that changes can be a good thing and can beckon something new. So today I'm going to share the story When the Wind Stops by Charlotte Zolotow. The great, bright, yellow sun shone all day, and now the day was coming to an end. The light in the sky changed from blue to pink to a strange, dusky purple. The sun sank lower into the long, glowing clouds, and the little boy was sorry to see the day end. He and his friend had played in the garden, and when they were tired of playing, they lay down in the grass and felt the sun on them, warm and soft, like a sleepy cat resting. There had been icy lemonade in the afternoon, which they drank under the pear tree, and the little boy's father read him a story on the porch before he went to bed. The little boy lay in bed now, and his mother came in to say good night and sat beside him. "Why does the day have to end?" he asked her. "So night can begin," she said. "Look." And she pointed out the window, where high in the darkening sky, behind the branches of the great pear tree, the little boy could see a pale sliver of the moon. "That is the night beginning," his mother said, resting her hand on his shoulder. "The night with the moon and the stars and darkness for you to dream in." "But where does the sun go when the day ends?" the boy asked. "Well, the day doesn't end," his mother said. "It begins somewhere else. The sun will be shining there when the night begins here. Nothing ends." "Nothing?" the little boy asked. "Nothing," his mother said. "It begins in another place or in a different way." "Where does the wind go when it stops?" he asked. "It blows to make the trees dance somewhere else." "Where does the dandelion fluff go when it blows away?" "It carries the seed of new dandelions to someone else's lawn." "Where does the mountain go after the top?" "Why, it goes down to where it becomes a valley." "Where do waves go when they break on the sand?" "Sucked back to the sea into new waves." "Where does the rain go when the storm is over?" "Into clouds to make other storms." "And where do clouds go when they move across the sky?" "To make shade somewhere else." "And the leaves in the forest, when they turn color and fall?" "Into the ground, to become part of new trees with new leaves." "But when the leaves fall, that is the end of something," the little boy said. "It is the end of autumn." "Yes," his mother said, "the end of autumn is when winter begins." "And the end of winter?" the little boy asked. "The end of winter is when the snow melts and the birds come back. That is the beginning of spring," his mother said. The little boy smiled. "It really does go on and on," he said. "Nothing ends. and he looked up at the sky. The sun was gone completely. The lovely pink clouds had disappeared, and the sky was dark and purple-black. High above the branches of the great pear tree shone clearly now a thin new moon. Today is over, his mother said, and it's time for sleep. And tomorrow morning when you wake, the moon will be beginning a night far away, and the sun will be here to begin the new day. I appreciate the birds for their song, for reminding us that there are still wonderful things happening, and knowing that with each change, there is something new to be lived into. I feel so fortunate for all the connections that we're able to have during this time that are new and interesting and dynamic. And I appreciate all that we are learning together as we come into new phases and learn from nature, and that there is never an end. Matter is never created nor destroyed, but it is ever changing.